What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's do a little recap over our free picks from yesterday to start the video. So yesterday we had a 3-in-1 day. The only play that ended up missing for us was Jordan Poole. We had Poole over PRA. Not gonna lie, when I saw Poole was a taco play yesterday, I got a little bit worried, and for good reason. Poole ended up chalking us. He ended up chalking the taco. He needed 16 points to cash the taco. He ended up with 15, which is very unlucky. We did cash Butler's under on rebounds. Even if you took the bump he cashed, we cashed Scotty Barnes assists, even with the bump on Scotty Barnes cashed. And then we had Wendell Carter over 19.5 PRA, which cashed. And we'll take a look at some of our winning slips from yesterday. So overall, yesterday was a good day. So here's the only slips we missed. The only slips that we missed yesterday were the 2 tacos that missed. And then we missed 1 chalkboard play. Now, we did play a little bit light due to the slate being ugly. I didn't want to force any plays. But if you did tell the free slip from the video yesterday, that one cashed for us. We cashed this AD DeAndre Ayton play over on Parlay play. We cashed this little 3-man on Parlay play. It was only a $20 max play, but we did cash it. Hero was DNP. It's 20 bucks for $46.6, which isn't a lot, but still a nice little double up. We cashed this this taco play over on Prizepicks as well. And the problem with Prizepicks is we cash all of our pairings. It's just the tacos missed, man. It's super unlucky on those. But 100 bucks for $225. We are Prizepicks VIP, so we can play a little bit more on the tacos. And then the one play that we missed that wasn't a taco was this one right here. So I had a $200 play for Wendell Carter and Jordan Poole. And Carter ended up with 23 PRA. Ended up fouling out with like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He was going to cash me. Let's be honest, dude. The game wasn't a blowout or anything. He was going to get at least one more for me. And the foul out ruined it. So lost out on a little 380 bucks right there, which is unlucky. First chalkboard slip we've missed in about a week. For real, we were on like a 6 or 7 slip streak on chalkboard before this miss, which is unlucky. But anyways, man, 3-in-1 on the day. Can't complain at all. I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to get a free month of VIP. If we get 250 likes on this video, I will pick another random winner to get a free month of VIP. So make sure you guys leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below, and you do have to be subscribed to win, so smash that sub button. Super close to 30K. We can't wait to hit it, and let's pick our winner. So the winner from yesterday's video is going to be for Dean Moore. Said, would you take 4.5 rebounds and sleeper for Butler? I actually had to answer this question quite a few times in my Discord server, and I said no. I said don't take the bump on Butler for that. And he would have cashed it, but he ended with 4. That would have been the sweatiest cash ever. He could have easily come back in the fourth quarter. They were down by 20. He didn't play the 4, so we got lucky that even if you took the 4.5, you cashed, but you really got lucky that he didn't come back in. And I thought that play was just a little bit too risky to take, so I would have recommended not to take that if I would have saw this comment, but I don't know what you did, man. So hopefully, Dean, hopefully you cashed out on this, but send me a message. I got you a free month of VIP, and I do appreciate the love and support from everybody. So we are logged into Props Madness today, so I'll be able to show the season shot chart, things like that, in case people were wondering. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, you can head on over to our WAP or our Patreon. They both do the same thing. They send you to the paid section of our Discord server. Our Discord is absolutely free to join, so if you're not in the Discord, join up with the link down in the description. We'd love to have you guys a part of the community. If you do want to get every play, you do sign up through the paid section of our Discord. So if you sign up through WAP, you connect your Discord to WAP or Patreon, whichever one you decided to go with, and then it gives you access to all the VIP channels in our Discord. That's how that works. We'd love to have you guys in it. And if you need help, just send me a message and I'll get you guys added. But let's go ahead and jump into these free picks for today. So free picks of the day. I got 4 NBA plays. Obviously, it's going to be some NBA. And I do have a couple of sweaty picks that I like, but we'll see how that goes too. So let's jump into our first pick of the day. So the first pick of the day is going to be for our man Lamelo Ball. So I'm taking Ball. We locked him in over assists. Now, we got this line at 7.5 on Sleeper. If you want to get it there, I'd get it there fast because it could get bumped to 8. Now that I see this line is at 8 on Prizepicks. He's okay to take at 8 if you want to risk it. Now, it's just going to add push potential. He could end up with 8 on the dot, which would end up being a push, which means your payout will be lowered a little bit. But I do think he gets 8 assists. So let's pull him up over here on Parlay Play. See if they have him at 7.5 still. So LaMelo, So parlay play only doesn't even have a reasonable line. So you can't even touch this on parlay play. Now, what I was going to say is if you don't like LaMelo 8 assists or 7.5 assists, you can lock in his rebounds and assists as well. His RA should be around 13.5. Let's see if it's on here. So yeah, it is 13.5. It is 1.9x to go over. So that's really good value if you decide to take it. Do I like that better than assists? Not really. That's why I locked in assists. But I like both plays. I do think there's a chance he cashes both. Now, looking at LaMelo, he's cashed this in 4 straight games. He's cashed it in 7 of his last 10. He's only cashed this 13 of 28 games on the season, which is 46% hit rate. He's averaging 7.5 assists, so he's pretty much averaging this number. Now, there's a lot of games where he did hook this number. There's 4 or 5 games right here where he has 7. So if you took this down to 6.5, he'd have a 64% hit rate. So if you do want to buy it down, you can. Payout's going to be really low. I don't recommend it. I do think he gets 8 tonight, so I like this play. If you look at Memphis, they give up 13th in the league in terms of assists allowed. If you go to the guard position, they don't give up many to point guard. 3rd in the league to a point guard, 19th to shooting guard. Overall, it's around the middle of the pack for both, so around 13 overall anyway. So I do think LaMelo has a good chance. Mark Williams has been hot lately. I think he could lead to some more potential assists for LaMelo as well. Looking to the center position, that's assists. But if you go to points, go to center position, they give up 13. So maybe Mark Williams helps out a little bit. Looking at injury news, Brandon Miller is still out, so that does hurt his assists slightly. I do feel like LaMelo is obviously going to have to play well to keep this game close. I think the Grizzlies are minus like 11-point spread favorites. Let's see. Yeah, they're minus 12.5 favorites, which I don't agree with that spread. I mean, maybe they come out and blow out the Hornets, but I do think they keep it close enough. And I think LaMelo's going to cash this. So that's going to be our first pick of the day. You can choose rebounds and assists or assists, whichever one you prefer. If you want to go rebounds, do whatever you want to. Do whatever your heart tells you. But I like assists the best tonight, and that's why I got LaMelo locked in. So that's pick number 1 of the day. Let's go ahead and jump into pick number 2. So our second pick of the day is going to be for our man Sabonis. Taking the boy Sabonis again. Taking him over points and assists tonight. So you can get it at 24.5. I got it over here on Parlay Play for a little 1.7x payout. So really, really good payout on Sabonis points and assists. This was actually 1.5 a minute ago. So I don't know why it went up by 0.2. That doesn't look good. Maybe somebody was ruled out or ruled in for the Kings. I hadn't looked at the injury news. Right. I don't know exactly who's out right now. But let's go ahead and pull Sabonis up on Prizepicks. So it is 24.5 on Prizepicks as well, and it's a regular line, so payout on Prizepicks is actually better. So I would say play this on Prizepicks before I played it on Parlay Play, which is really weird. And I don't get to say that very often, to play this on Prizepicks before Parlay Play, because Parlay Play usually has the good value. Now, I want to go tell you guys, if you want a free month of VIP, you can sign up for any of our partnered apps. These apps include UNDERDOG, Parlay Play, Better, Sleeper, or CHALKBOARD. If you sign up for any of those apps with our code, you make a minimum $10 deposit on any of those apps, they will double your first deposit, and you get a free month of VIP. So it's a no-brainer, guys. You can stack these. You can sign up for all 5 and get 5 months of VIP and 5 deposit matches, or they'll double all 5 deposits. So if you guys decide to do that, let me know. I'll get you in VIP for free. But Sabonis, points and assists. Let's pull it up over here on OUTLIER. You can get a 7-day free trial of OUTLIER if you want, with the link down in the description as well. Just throwing that out there. Points and assists, 24.5. He's cashed in 7 straight games. He's cashed this in 7 of his last 10. He has hooked this number twice of his last 10 games, with 24 versus Philly and versus Dallas. Playing against the Warriors tonight, I like the game. Kings are heavy favorites tonight. If you look at Sabonis, he's cashed it 67% this season. Head-to-head, he's cashed it 4 of his last 6 versus Golden State. Only one from this season. He had 29 back on January 5th. So looking at Golden State, they give up 10th and 16th in points and assists. Go to center, it's 8th and 19th. So not a lot of points given up to the center position. It is Sabonis. Sabonis is averaging 14 field goal attempts per game. Over his last 10, it's right at 13.3. So I do think he's going to cash this out, honestly, or I wouldn't have the play locked in. Looking at the Kings, full healthy team, nobody out on the Kings, which is crazy. You look at the Warriors, missing Draymond Green, missing Kuminga, missing Podziemski. Like, a lot of players are out for Golden State, which is why this game does have a big spread. I'm pretty sure Kings are like -14 favorites. Let me pull this up and see to be exact. So only -7.5. So playing at home, that's kind of surprising to me. They got a lot of faith in Golden State, I guess, but I'm kind of feeling like the Kings might cover that spread. Who knows? But I do like Sabonis tonight, points and assists. We'll go ahead and pull this up over here on Props Madness so we can look at the points points allowed. So we're going to click Sabonis here. We're going to look at the player. So if Sabonis shoots 18% of his shots behind the arc, 55% under the rim, which is going to be the main shot that he's going to take. And everything else is a little bit sporadic, if we're being honest here. Looking at the opposing team defense. So Golden State gives up less points under the rim than any other team in the league. So that matchup looks absolutely terrible in terms of where we're going to be allowed. So you can click versus here and see it. That's a red zone for Sabonis. Now, in the paint, you got light green. 19% of his shots will be taken there. They have one of the worst defenses there. So that's a good matchup. Everywhere else in the yellow. So regardless of being one of the best defenses under the goal, I do think that our man Sabonis is still going to have a good game. I think he's going to be able to score under the rim anyway. I mean, it's Sabonis, dude. Looking at similar players versus the Warriors, you can see 4 of the last 6 of Cash being a 67% hit rate. So you can see by position, only 33% of Cash, 5 of the last 15. Now, I don't really like the way this chart looks in terms of, like, the players. They got about similar players kind of thing. But I do like Sabonis tonight at 24.5 points and assists. And I think he's going to cash us out as our second pick of the day. Lock him in if you like him. Fade him if you don't. And there is a promo over here, payout boost for Sabonis rebounds. I'm personally not huge on that play, but you could get some value there, I guess, because he is projected to go over that. But that's pick number 2. Jumping into pick number 3. This is where we get a little bit risky, guys. This is where we take the risk, and I got to pull him up. So you guys know Kessler has been our wagon. Marketing his game time decision might play. Kessler's line has been bumped down by like 5 points and rebounds. So he was like 24.5 PR last time we played him. I think his PR is like 19.5 right now. Yeah, 19.5. His PRA is only 20.5. Now that being said, this game is at OKC and is a -17.5 or a 17.5 point spread. OKC are obviously the favorites. Now this game is predicted to be a blowout for sure. I don't think it's going to be that bad of a blowout. So we're going to pull this up over here. We're going to pull up Kessler. We're going to look at the Jazz. Now, obviously, they could get beat by 40. It could definitely happen. It is the Jazz, and it is OKC. The Jazz sometimes are good and sometimes aren't. OKC's always pretty dang good. So looking at the Jazz, we're missing Clarkson. Collins is game time decision. Markkanen is game time decision. Sensabaugh is game time decision. Lots of player game time decision. I think they're going to play. I really do. Now, looking at the Thunder, Hartenstein obviously out. Holmgren's obviously out. And then Jalen Williams, game time decision. Now, if Jalen Williams sits, this game could be closer. I mean, obviously SGA is gonna probably do work tonight. If you want to play SGA, you can. I haven't looked at his line because I assumed it would just be really high, and I probably wouldn't play him anyway just in case it is a blowout, because I think Kessler can get 20.5 even if it's a blowout. So let's look at Kessler. He's cashed 8 of his last 10. He hooked 1 game. He's cashed his 70% of games on the season. Now, games without Markkanen, he has cashed his 6 of 8. Games with Markkanen, he has cashed his 17 of 25, which is still 68% hit rate. So he's been playing well. If we show only away games, he's cashed his 13 of 18 away games, which is 72% hit rate. And if you go to head-to-head games versus OKC, the only game this season, he had 28 points and rebounds with 0 assists, and he did cash, and it was a blowout loss. So they got beat 133 to 106. They got killed. He still cashed this line. Now, if you look at minutes played in all the other games, he's averaging around 26 minutes per game. He played 35 versus OKC the last game. He was playing 23, 20, and 24 the 3 games before that. So those games don't even really count, man. You can't look at that, look at the minutes he's playing then, and then look at the minutes he's playing this season, because he's averaging 30 minutes a game this season, and some games well over, depending on who's sitting and who's not. If Clarkson is out, this does help our man Kessler as well, because without Clarkson, he's cashed at 14 of 16 games, which is an 88% hit rate, which is insane value, and he was out, obviously, the last game to play at OKC. So I like the matchup, or not matchup, but I like the value here we get at 20.5. The reason it's so low is because of who they're playing and the spread, because we know OKC's got a very good defense, least amount of points given up than any other team. They do have a pretty terrible rebounding defense. They give up 27th, it's the bottom 3 defense in terms of rebounds allowed, and then assists, they give up 3rd in the league in assists, so not many assists. So looking at that, Kessler's probably not going to get a ton of points. Go to center position, they give up 6th, 16th, and 9th. So I do think Kessler's going to get enough to get 21. I don't think Kessler's going to have a 20-point game by any means, but who knows, man? Kessler can step it up. Kessler can have those games. We've seen it time and time again. Kessler's PRA well over 30 in a lot of games this season. I think he could have a big game tonight. I'm going to give him a chance, man. I took that 20.5 PRA. If you want to take the PR at 19.5, you can. But Kessler gets a couple assists some games, and I want to risk it with that too, because if Markkanen plays, that could give Kessler some assist potential as well, and I'm going to lock him in. So let's go ahead and pull up our Utah versus OKC game. We're going to pull up our man Walker Kessler, and we're going to look at points allowed. So Kessler, 85% of shots taken under the rim. Looking at OKC, third best defense in the league under the rim. Matchup wise, in terms of where points are scored, it's not going to be good for our man Kessler. If you look at the verses, 0%, 0%. He has 2% corner threes, which aren't going to matter. 0%, 0% here, and then 98% of his shots are going to be right here. So yellow in the paint, or red under the goal. We already knew how that was going to look. We already know that OKC doesn't give up many points anyway. If you look at similar players versus OKC, only 3 of the last 9 have cashed. If you go by position, only 7 of 15 have cashed. So we're in the red on both of those. But looking at the way these teams have played and the way Walker Kessler's played and who's injured on the team, that's really how I'm looking at this play. So Kessler is going to be our third pick. I like the play a lot, man. I really do think he's going to get 21 PRA for us tonight. I got to take a chance with him. If you want to take him at 19.5, you can for 1.5x. That is a goblin on Prizepicks as well. And Sabonis just got bumped up, which is really unlucky. I would try to find him on an app as fast as possible for 24.5. So I don't know what happened, if somebody was ruled out, because it's very interesting. I'm going to pull up Sabonis here real quick just to take a look at this play, just to see who got ruled out, or if anybody did. Nobody ruled out, man. I don't know why that play got bumped by 1 already, because that's a pretty big bump. So let's see if Sabonis, he's still the same on parlay play. The payout didn't change, so I would get him on parlay play now. At this point, Prizepicks is no longer the better value, which who would have thought? But anyways, that's our third pick of the day. Let's jump into our final play of the day. This one's going to be our goblin of the day. It's going to be for our man Ant-Man. Did I really just type in Ant-Man, thinking that was going to come up? Anthony Edwards, 21.5 points. Looking at Minnesota, playing against Dallas tonight. I like the matchup. Should be a pretty competitive game here tonight versus the Mavericks. And I'm going to pull them up over here on OUTLIER. So Anthony Edwards, points. His original line's at 26.5, so you're getting a pretty good discount here. He's cashed it 8 of his last 10, hooking it 1 game versus the Magic. Looking on the season so far, he's cashed it 30 of 43 games, which is a 70% hit rate this season. Head-to-head, he's cashed it in 5 straight games versus Dallas. 7 of the last 11 games he's cashed, averaging 26 points a game. Looking at this season, he's played twice. He scored 37 points in 1 game, 26 in the next. Looking at Ant-Man's last 5 games, he's averaging 33 points. So even Ant-Man right now has been pretty dang hot lately. 41-point game, 36-point game, coming off a 32-point game versus Memphis. Last 10 games, he's averaging 32 points. Dude has been on fire. Like to play tonight. Looking at Dallas's points defense, they go up 12th in the league in points at 112 per game. Go to the guard position, it's 8th to point guard, 14th to shooting guard. So around 10th in the league in terms of 10th or 11th in points allowed, which is almost top 10 defense, but it's Anthony Edwards, man. Ant-Man's going to get his shots off. He's averaging 20.3 attempts on the season. He's going to shoot his attempts. He's going to get his chances. Head-to-head, he's averaging 19.8 attempts. Had 24 his last game, 20 the game before that. So even though they do not give up many points, he's still getting the shots off. He's still shooting well. And I'm going to take a chance for Anthony Edwards tonight on his goblin play. So let's pull this up over here on Props Madness. Take a look at points allowed. So we can look at the player. Ant-Man obviously shoots majority threes. Do I have him selected? Yes. So shoots majority threes, 50% three-point shot, 22% under the rim, 5% quarter threes, 2% on the other corner three. Opponent's defense, they have the third best defense in terms of 3 points allowed. Have one of the worst defenses, if not the worst defense over here on the corner threes on the right side. So maybe some value there. Ant-Man's not going to shoot many shots from over there. Looking at the verses, everything's pretty much in the yellow except for Ant-Man's 3 points. So that is in the red. It doesn't matter. Ant-Man can hit threes anyway. Like, I'm not really too worried about him not being able to hit threes. If you look at him on parlay play, they do have Ant-Man a promo for 3 points allowed. So you couldn't get him at 2.5 3 points allowed. I think he catches that. So I think he's going to hit three 3-pointers regardless. And you can lock that in if you want to play it as well. But Ant-Man over 21.5 points is going to be our fourth pick of the day and the last pick for the free picks. So recap of our free picks. We have Lamelo Ball over 7.5 assists, which you can take the bump if you want, or you can get him on sleeper. We got Sabonis over 24.5. Now, it got bumped on Prizepicks. Still the same on Parlay Play. Get this on a different app other than Prizepicks. I'm not taking the 25.5. I'm just not taking the bump. You can get the value while it's still on other platforms. Don't just take a bump on Prizepicks to play on Prizepicks. Walker Kessler over 20.5 PRA, and then we got Ant-Man over 21.5 points. So once again, guys, if you want a free month of VIP, sign up for any partnered app. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment on this video for a chance at free VIP. Hope you guys cash every single slip you play, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video.